Hey, I'm Steve Krenz for Guitar Gathering. Thank you for joining us on this quick lesson about just easy one-finger movements that you can make with a chord to create motion. Sometimes we'll get to have a chord, and it'll go for 2-4 bars, and it's just a long time to just keep going on the same chord. So if we add some motion to it, it creates a more interesting progression. So here's some things that we can do. There's a PDF that goes along with this lesson, so make sure and download that. It's all free. It's in the YouTube description down below. So let's take a look at just some basic chords and some easy one-finger, two-finger maybe moves that we can make to create motion in these chords. So the first one we take a look at is a C chord. All right, well, here's the idea. I want to go to tones that are in that scale and go with that key. So on a C chord, first thing I could do is maybe take my second finger off and on. Creating from a C, it would go to a C2, adding that D note in there. I could add maybe my pinky on that 4th string, 3rd fret to get a C suspended. You can add it, you can try doing a hammer-on with it. Just anything to create some movement. Maybe I can take my first finger off and on. Maybe my pinky I can go up to the D note here, which is in the key of C. Maybe I can even go with my second finger. I can go to the 3rd string on the 2nd fret and catch the A, which would be the 6th, a little bit different sounding one. Oh, maybe I can take that open E and add the pinky down there to catch a G. Lots of different options you can get for one chord by just adding one finger. All right, take a look at the next one. A chord closely related to the C is an A minor. I can do several things on an A minor. Oh, what if I took maybe my second finger off and on? What if I took my 3rd finger off and on? What if I took them both off and on? What if I did my 1st finger back and forth? Maybe I add the D for a suspended on that 2nd string. If I want to go to A minor 7th, maybe I could add that pinky on the G on the 1st string. What if I went to A major? Okay, so what are some moves that I can do in A major? Well, there's about 4 or 5 of them you can do. If this is an A and I'm using this shape, one of the things I can do is maybe take my pinky off and on. Going back and forth between an A and an A2. What if I did put my 1st finger on, take my 2nd finger off, I get an A to an E with an A. What if I slide my pinky out to it and catch that A suspended? What if I was on an A 7th? Okay, what moves can we do on an A 7th, like if we were in the key of D? Well, same thing. I can move my 2nd finger off and on. I can use my 3rd finger off and on. I can have this suspended again with my pinky. So we've done it in C, we've done it in A minor, we've done it in A. What about a G chord? What moves can we do there? Oh, we got tons of moves we could do in G. Lots of fun we could play in G. Oh, I've got a 1st finger. He's completely free, but unfortunately there's not many chord tones over there, or I could maybe add the C there on the 2nd string, 1st fret. What about the 2nd string, or the 2nd finger? What can I do there? Well, if I brought him off and on, I get a G to a G2. May take a little bit of coordination to get that hammer on. But lots of good color you can get by that motion. I could do it on the 5th string, I could do it on the 4th string. I could do it on the 3rd string. Oh, let's see what else I could add. We talked about adding our 1st finger down there. What if I add my 1st finger and my 2nd finger down on the 4th string? I get kind of a G to a C with a G. Very common move. Let's do just a couple more. What about on a D chord? Here's some options you can do on a D chord. I can take my 1st finger off, create kind of a G with a D in the bass. Well, I could take my 3rd finger off. That creates kind of a D6. Here's the most popular one of all. Take the 2nd finger off and on, creating a D to a D2. If I add my pinky, I get a D suspended. But I can do all kinds of combinations of those. G to the F sharp, pull off down there. Just going through the different chord tones in the key of D. G, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D. What if I did it in D minor? Not too many moves we can do in that, but I guess I could move my 2nd finger off and on. 1st finger off and on, maybe. Maybe I can add my pinky to the suspended. Let's do 2 more. And let's do an E chord. What can we do there? All right, well, I can do my 2nd finger off and on. The old Willie Nelson, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Way of cycling through an E chord. What if I did my pinky, adding that on the second fret of the 3rd string. Going back between E and the E sus. What if I take my 3rd finger off and on, kind of get that E7th bluesiness happening? What if I kind of, on my E7th, what if I did a hammer on with my 1st finger? Catch whatever I want to over here, a D maybe, a C sharp. All right, last one. You can also do it on bar chords. So here's a B minor. I could take maybe my pinky off, get to the B minor 7th underneath that. What if I took my 2nd finger off? I could get to a B2. What if I took all 3 of these off and just went back down to the bar? Oh, I could do a B minor. I can also reach way up here if you can, up to the 1st string, 4th, 5th fret, and catch that high 7th, that A there. Now, there's all kinds of different combinations. Experiment with different ones on your own. And I've given you, on the 4th page of the PDF, a list of exercises that'll take you through all of these different ones. Now, there's a much longer lesson on all of these different one-fingered chord movements. If you're interested in kind of doing a deep dive into them, I'll put that link in the YouTube description there. We even have a play-along workout where you can grab your guitar and I will take you through all these different combinations to really get them underneath your fingers. Hey, I'm Steve Krenz for GuitarGathering.com. Learn all you can from these wonderful movements, and we will see you guys next time.